Dober večer, good evening, spoštovani gospe in gospodje, ekscelence, dragi kolegi. Kot nacionalna koordinatorka za Sredozemlje vas lepo pozdravljam v imenu Ministrstva za zunanje in evropske zadeve. Ker so danes z nami tudi tuji gostje, bom nadaljevala v angleščini. Dear ladies and gentlemen, excellencies, dear colleagues. As National Coordinator for the Mediterranean, I welcome you on behalf of the Ministry of Foreign and European Affairs. Today, we celebrate the Day of the Mediterranean, declared in 2020 by the Union for the Mediterranean, with Slovenia as its active member. The aim of celebrating this day is to acknowledge our common identity, heritage, and commitment to the Mediterranean region. Tonight's event, co-organized by APIS Institute in partnership with the Ministry of Foreign and European Affairs, is part of the Anna Lindh Foundation initiative to honor this day by hosting simultaneous musical performances across 42 Mediterranean countries. We're excited to be a part of it. This year, our music goes beyond just a performance. It's meant to be a heartfelt expression of unity, to connect people through a universal language of culture, especially music which spreads the sounds of solidarity in and from the region. With our roundtable entitled The Power of Music, Poetry and Literature as Media of Intercultural Dialogue, followed by the Quartet Jazz Oud concert, we wish to contribute to the intercultural dialogue by exploring common Mediterranean space through musical reinterpretation and literary tradition. They help promote diversity and inclusion, bringing people and countries of the entire region closer together. Our panelists will discover how culture and art contribute to dialogue, sharing positive stories and perceptions of the Mediterranean. The Mediterranean countries are bound by history, geography, and culture. Great civilizations were born here. They have become immortal through art, notes, images, and words. Even today, they teach us about the world we live in. Culture and art know no boundaries. They are transcendental and genuine means of understanding, tolerance, and intercultural dialogue. Musical notes and letters, some same, some differing from coast to coast, all convey similar messages of longing and belonging. The Mediterranean is a poetic and lively place where East and West meet, a space of dialogue and eternal movement, and at the same time full of contrasts. It is also a birthplace of timeless myths that enrich humanity and no less the individual. This region is an inexhaustible source of inspiration. Many thinkers, poets, musicians, and artists consider the Mediterranean as home of art. But art has a miraculous power. It proudly tries to bring together everything that the banality pushes apart. Yesterday, ministers of foreign affairs of the Union for the Mediterranean met in Barcelona to find ways how to strengthen cooperation in the region and join peaceful efforts to resolve the dire situation in the Middle East. Slovenian Minister Tanja Fajon, just returning from the region, called for lasting peace, alleviating humanitarian crisis, while strengthening humanitarian aid and protection of civilians. The ministers also marked 15th anniversary of the Union for the Mediterranean and the Euro-Mediterranean University EMUNI in Piran, connecting education, research, and youth mobility. With increased support, Slovenia wishes to attract students from the entire region. We live in times of profound geopolitical changes that affect our lives in present and future. Many challenges of unprecedented dimensions put the region to a historic test. This calls for stronger ties, more dialogue, and cooperation. Slovenia is mindful of this. As a member of the United Nations Security Council, we will act as a bridge in tireless efforts towards peace and stability. For all these reasons, culture, music, and events like today's are important by uniting in diversity, overcoming differences and connecting us closer in humanity. Tonight, we opened and closed the evening with poetry. I have the privilege to present a poem by Puesh Azizeddin, written especially for tonight's event. It reflects on the Mediterranean as a waterway that connects rather than divides the people along its shores. After that, journalist Mimi Podkrižnik will moderate a roundtable. Followed by a short break, we will continue with the concert. Let me thank Apis Institute, Anna Lindh Foundation, the panelists, and all of you for contributing to this event here. Now, let us immerse in poetry, interpreted by actor Razvan Hawal. I wish you an enjoyable evening. Thank you.